Alright, I've got two new pots here, and before you put the plants in there, a little bit of preparation will do you a lot of good. These are going to stay in place for many years, so another half hour of preparation beforehand will get them off to the best possible start. The first step is to apply some sealant. If you're in a very wet climate and you're more worried about the pot holding too much water, then I would seal it from the inside and put lots of holes. If you're in a very cold climate where you're worried about the cracking of the terracotta pot, I would seal it on both inside and out. That way there's no water inside the terracotta and it can't split that way. Here I'm worried about evaporation in a hot climate, so I'm sealing on the outside just to keep any moisture in. For some reason, pots never seem to come with enough holes for drainage at the bottom. So when you get a new pot, you need to drill a few extras. With just a single drainage hole, it can easily get blocked, and then the water will start to build up at the bottom of your pot like in a bowl. The roots will then rot and your plant will die. Okay, we're ready to go. The pot's in place. You can see we've got the extra drainage holes there. I can't stress how important it is to have extra drainage. These holes can block up with roots and other stuff getting stuck in them. And potting mix. If you have a pot, you do not put garden soil in a pot, you put potting mix in a pot. Potting mix, it's very important again to have that drainage in a pot, otherwise your roots will rot. So this is a specially formulated mix to let it drain. In Australia, always buy a certified potting mix. There are two grades, premium and standard. If it's not certified, don't buy it. You can buy the standard if you want, but pay an extra $1, buy the premium, set your plant up for success for many, many years to come. You'll have forgotten the extra $1 a long time after you've had a beautiful and successful plant. Premium, this certification really just refers to the fact that it's going to drain well, it's got some nutrients in it, perhaps a wetting agent. It's a really well-designed product to hold a plant in a pot. Here's the fun bit. Pause at this point just to check, have you got your plant the way you want it, centered in the pot or not centered wherever you want it. Are the branches facing a particular way that you might want it to favor? Is there a front way of viewing the plant? Is there a back way? Just check there. This is the point to do it, just when you've got it loosely in place, and then finish and fill up to the top. One more question, how deep should you plant this? Keep the same soil level that you had in the pot. Don't increase that level by putting another inch of soil over the top. That will just suffocate the plant. These little roots here that were at the top of the pot soil level, they're the ones that are getting the richest oxygen, and if you cover any plant up, then you run the risk of suffocating it. And specifically with camellias, the guidance is to have them slightly proud of the soil, so retain the same level of soil that you had in the pot, and the adjoining soil should be a centimetre or two lower than that. So you've got a little mound here and it tapers down to the soil level. If you've got lots of pots or live in a very hot climate, consider using automated irrigation. Raising your pot off the ground will allow better drainage. So these little pot feet do a really nice job. And they look really awesome too. So here we are, pot's in place. We've sealed it, we've made sure it drains properly with extra holes. We've got good quality potting mix. We've placed it nicely. This pot is now ready for many years of flourishing ahead.